Chosen one, understand this deeply. The delay you have been living under was never a denial, never a rejection, and never a sign that God forgot you. It was a divine pause with purpose. What you experienced as waiting was God working in ways you could not see, arranging outcomes you could not control, and shaping you into someone strong enough to handle what is about to be released. In 2026, God is not extending the delay, He is ending it suddenly. And sudden does not mean rushed or careless. It means everything has already been prepared behind the scenes, and now the moment has arrived for it to manifest all at once. There were seasons where you did everything right and still nothing moved. You prayed sincerely, stayed obedient, tried again after disappointment, and still the doors remained closed. That silence tested your faith more than any storm ever could. It made you question your timing, your calling, and sometimes even your worth. But God was never measuring you by speed, He was measuring you by endurance. Anyone can move when things are exciting. Only the chosen remain faithful when progress feels invisible. The delay revealed what was truly in your heart, and God trusted you with waiting because He trusts you with what comes next. What you didn't realize is that the delay was protecting you. Had things happened earlier, you would have stepped into blessings without discernment, opportunities without wisdom, and visibility without spiritual grounding. The opposition connected to your assignment would have overwhelmed you. So God slowed the process to strengthen your inner foundation. He taught you how to stand alone, how to hear His voice clearly, and how to rely on Him instead of human validation. The delay stripped away pride, impatience, and dependence on outcomes. It refined your character so that when acceleration comes, it won't destroy you. In the delay, God healed reactions you didn't know were wounds. He corrected motives you didn't know were misaligned. He taught you restraint when you wanted speed and silence when you wanted recognition. These lessons were not comfortable, but they were necessary. You learned how to wait without bitterness, how to trust without evidence, and how to continue even when nothing around you affirmed your faith. That level of spiritual maturity cannot be rushed. It can only be built through time, pressure, and obedience. Now, as 2026 approaches, the spiritual atmosphere around you is shifting. What once felt heavy is beginning to lift. What once felt blocked is beginning to loosen. You may not see the full picture yet, but you can sense that something is changing. This is not imagination. This is alignment. God is repositioning people, removing obstacles, and opening pathways that were previously sealed. The same places that overlooked you are about to recognize you. The same situations that delayed you are about to release you. And it will not happen gradually. It will happen suddenly. Sudden breakthroughs are often misunderstood. People assume they come without cost, but the cost was paid in the delay. The nights you cried alone, the prayers you prayed without answers, the times you chose integrity over shortcuts, all of that built spiritual credit. Heaven does not forget sacrifices made in secret. In 2026, God is cashing in what you sowed during the waiting. What once took years to build will begin to manifest in months. What once required effort will begin to flow with favor. But hear this clearly. When the delay ends suddenly, discipline must remain. Do not abandon the habits that sustained you in waiting. Do not lose humility in acceleration. God is releasing speed because you learned patience. He is releasing increase because you learned stewardship. He is releasing influence because you learned obedience in obscurity. Stay grounded. Stay prayerful. Stay aligned. Sudden movement requires steady faith. There will be people who struggle to understand your transition. Some will say you are lucky. Others will assume it was easy. They did not see the delay. They did not live the isolation. They did not carry the burden of unanswered prayers. You owe no one an explanation. Let the fruit speak. Let the consistency speak. Let the peace on your life speak louder than words. God's sudden work in your life will not need justification. Be careful not to announce everything too early. Some blessings are protected by silence. Move quietly. Listen closely. Obey precisely. When God accelerates a chosen one, He expects maturity to match momentum. This is not the season to rush ahead of God or lag behind Him. This is the season to walk in step with His timing, trusting that He knows exactly when and how to release what He promised. Chosen one, the delay is ending not because time passed, but because transformation is complete. You are no longer who you were when you first asked for this. You are stronger, wiser, calmer, and more discerning. God waited until your spirit could handle what your prayers requested. In 2026, what shifts suddenly will make the waiting make sense. Not because the delay was easy, but because it was essential. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was late. Nothing was forgotten. What God is about to do will confirm that He was with you every step of the waiting, and now, suddenly, He is moving. Chosen one, now that the delay is ending, the sudden shift you are about to experience will feel both astonishing and natural at the same time. You will recognize it instantly because it aligns with every prayer you ever whispered, every tear you ever shed, and every moment you faithfully waited. The key difference now is speed. Where once things moved slowly, cautiously, or seemed to stall entirely, in 2026, God is orchestrating a season of rapid release. What once required months or even years will begin to manifest in weeks and days. What once required effort will begin to flow with favor. This is the nature of divine acceleration. It comes suddenly, not because of chance, but because every detail has been prepared behind the scenes. Your life will no longer operate under the same limitations. Opportunities that were inaccessible are about to open. Doors that were previously shut without explanation are about to swing wide. People who dismissed or underestimated you will be forced to recognize your value, not because you seek recognition, but because God is validating His promise to you. This sudden elevation will not come as a trickle, it will come as a wave, and you must be ready to ride it with balance, wisdom, and humility. The momentum will be intoxicating if not handled carefully, but God's timing ensures that the pace matches your spiritual readiness. One of the reasons the delay lasted as long as it did is because God needed to prepare you internally. External blessings without internal preparation can be destructive. Had He released what was meant for you earlier, it could have led to pride, mismanagement, or opposition that would have derailed your assignment. The delay was a divine alignment process, bringing your spirit, mind, and heart into harmony with what is to come. It was the soil preparation before the seeds could grow rapidly. And now, suddenly, the soil is ready. Your roots are strong. Your foundation is unshakable. The harvest is coming and it will be abundant. You may feel tempted to push for faster results now, but the sudden shift requires patience of a different kind. Obedience must remain your guiding principle. The moment things begin to move quickly, there will be tests designed to see if you can handle the speed with integrity. Opportunities will arrive, but not all are aligned with your purpose. The God is watching to see if you step into His provision with the same faith that carried you through the delay. Your discernment will be as important as your faith, and your ability to stay humble will determine how much of the sudden blessing you can retain. Those who move too quickly, who compromise values for temporary gain, often lose what God releases suddenly. During this season, you will also notice a realignment of relationships. Some people who were close during your delay may drift away, not because of malice, but because the season is changing. God is repositioning you. Those who are meant to support your next chapter will naturally gravitate toward you, while others will no longer fit into your trajectory. Do not fear these shifts, they are necessary. Just as God removed delays, He is removing distractions, misalignments, and influences that are not meant to accompany you into sudden favor. Your circle may shrink, but it will grow in quality and alignment. Those who remain will be positioned strategically to assist, encourage, and uplift you, while those who depart are simply part of the pruning process. Financial increase, spiritual breakthroughs, and visible recognition will begin to accelerate, but they will come with responsibility. You will now be stewarding more than you have ever handled, and God is testing your ability to manage increase without losing your integrity. Every blessing is accompanied by a test, Will you remain grateful when abundance is present? Will you remain disciplined when resources multiply? Will you remain grounded when attention comes your way? The sudden release of favor is not just about reward, it is about demonstrating faithfulness, wisdom, and resilience under pressure. Heaven is watching, and so is the world. How you conduct yourself during acceleration will determine whether this sudden season leads to sustainable growth or fleeting opportunity. Expect a spiritual awakening within yourself as well. The sudden movement will reveal aspects of your character that were previously dormant. Confidence, clarity, and authority will naturally arise because God's timing awakens what has been prepared internally. Do not be alarmed by the new dimensions of your personality or the shifts in how you perceive challenges. These changes are part of the divine upgrade designed to match your next level. Your mind will operate with sharper clarity, your spirit will resonate with a deeper sense of purpose, and your heart will align more fully with God's vision for your life. Be aware, however, that opposition will intensify as favor increases. Those who once ignored your potential may now attempt to challenge, undermine, or slow your progress. The sudden release of blessings can attract scrutiny, envy, and resistance, but these challenges are temporary. They are signs that the shift is real, that God is authenticating your calling, and that you are stepping into influence. Do not engage in unnecessary conflicts. Remain focused on your assignment. Protect your peace. Pray strategically. Let God handle opposition while you steward your blessings faithfully. Remember, acceleration does not require force, it requires alignment. Your daily practices will be crucial during this sudden season. Continue to pray consistently, worship sincerely, and stay obedient in small matters, because these habits anchor you. Your spiritual disciplines are the scaffolding that will hold up your sudden breakthroughs. Do not be tempted to abandon the basics in favor of excitement. The speed at which your life is about to change will test whether your foundation is strong enough to endure. Those who maintain daily intimacy with God, who continue to honor Him through obedience, gratitude, and humility, will find that the blessings not only arrive suddenly, but also remain sustainable and fruitful. Vision and clarity will also become more pronounced. You will begin to see the trajectory of your life in ways that were previously hidden. Doors will open not randomly, but strategically. People, resources, and opportunities will align in perfect timing to advance your purpose. This sudden alignment is a hallmark of divine orchestration. It will feel miraculous because it surpasses human planning and effort, yet it is the natural result of God's timing and preparation. You will look back and understand that the delay was the blueprint for sudden acceleration. Finally, embrace the freedom and joy that comes with sudden change. Do not be afraid of rapid transformation. Do not question God's timing or methods. What is unfolding is not chaotic, it is intentional, precise, and aligned with your destiny. Your faithfulness in waiting has earned you this acceleration, and your obedience in this new season will secure it. Live confidently, act wisely, and walk in gratitude. Celebrate quietly, steward carefully, and trust completely. This sudden shift is a confirmation that nothing you endured in the delay was wasted, and that God's promise is real, alive, and now manifesting in your life. In 2026, the waiting ends, the delays are lifted, and your life enters a season of rapid divine favor. Stay ready, stay faithful, and step boldly into the sudden, because everything you prayed for is now prepared to meet you exactly as God intended.